And today is night 18, so 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for appearing. Wow. So we are almost quarter way. And things are looking good. How was your day? I was so busy today. Working on other things. The night's time to give attention to my night garden. Finally time to give attention to my night garden. Uh, so today we have more plants that are showing the true leaves. So soon we should be able to, like, I'm thinking today is Friday, so next week we can do another transplanting. The corn is not here, doing good. The not the sunflower, it's called what, strawberry. I gave you an update yesterday, looking good. And actually we expected some rains. Just a moment. Yes. They were so far. They were so far. So today we were expecting it to rain around 5 in the evening, but then it drizzled just a little bit and it disappeared. So maybe during the night it will rain, and tomorrow, because the clouds were heavy but it did not rain. So today is day 18. I'm still continuing with my blog updates. Then what's new in the garden? The capsicum is now producing fruits. Now this will be the second or the third. This will be the third harvest. I'm thinking it will be the third harvest. So I'm expecting to get some more fruits, because usually the first harvest is not that big, but the proceeding ones, at least everything becomes better as the plant keeps on getting the required nutrients. Because I top up the compost, as it gets the required nutrients, I also supply K, it produces more. Then the other, I've shared a video of the orange tree, the one that is so productive. I'm so happy. I can't stop seeing about that orange tree. We got so many good oranges. So I'm so happy. But then this one here, it has also started like showing signs. It has just a few small oranges, but there are also signs of new growth, and like if you check, the new leaves are coming up, and then soon flowering will set in, and so we'll be expecting some fruits if these rains do not like suddenly disappear. In the past we've had heavy rains, then somewhere after the first 2 weeks, third week, the rains disappear. Everything changes because of climate change. Then you wonder what happens if you had planted a very large field with so many crops. If you don't have water to irrigate, that is it. Where your crops reached, you have to get satisfied with that. But then if this time the rains are good, because I'd also updated you that for the other garden, the other side, I did plant some cowpeas, also some corn and some beans. And then I want to start, remember I had swapped the watermelon. By then the watermelon is looking so nice. So nice. Today, when I give you the update, you will see how the watermelon looks like. It is looking really, really nice. So next week will be next week the watermelon, the cucumber, which I'm now seeing 3 of them. There were only 2. The okra, they will need to find their own space to continue growing like the strawberry. So what else? The chili is flowering, and already there are some small chili fruits, some tiny chili fruits are already showing. So I was able to at least share a photo on my other social media handles, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. I think Facebook. So I will also share a video. I've not been sharing so many photos that I've been promising to share. Because during the day, there are other things. You're caught up with the activities of the day, working on business during the day. So it's in the evening and at night now that I'm allocated for the garden. But now, okay, I hope I will do so this coming week. I hope I will improve and do some posts to share the photos that I have with my nature lovers gang. Then also something else, the groundnuts, already they have pegs, so it's a matter of just healing them up. So we are going into the weekend. I don't know how the day will be tomorrow. If it's possible, then I can do a video to just show the groundnuts and healing up of the groundnuts, how it's going on. I have quite a number of containers, like a good number of containers, and there is sweet potato. There is sweet potato. There is sweet potato. Oh. There is sweet potato. It's been quite a while since I harvested sweet potato. The other video of sweet potatoes, the one I got a very big sweet potato, and it was a sweet potato from scrap. Because I never planted sweet potato. The one that I planted was we bought sweet potato. Either we bought sweet potato from the market or I harvested from the other garden. I came with the sweet potato, we peeled the potatoes, okay, we cooked the potatoes, the peels, I dumped them in the compost. And then from the compost, I noticed something is growing, and looking closely, it is sweet potato. And that is what I took, I planted, and I got big sweet potatoes. I shared the video, I shared the photos. So I also have another sweet potato now, which is like spreading so beautifully. So I'm hoping to also get a good harvest soon. I had also planted some herbs. Now, I have the first block, second block, and the third block. The third block is where I mostly do the herbs, because at least the area there's a lot of shade in the area, so the herbs do good there. The sun is not so strong as it is like on the second block and this first block. So that side I grow a lot of herbs, and then I have parsley and coriander, which has shot up so beautifully, and I need to share the photo again. I need to share the photo again. Okay, there are so many things to fit in. Because during the day I have to work on other things also, to be able to to drive life ahead. Then, in the evening, later on, is when now I get to work in the garden. So I've given you an update of the herbs. We have the coriander, we have the parsley. Then another update. Yes, the passion. The passion fruit is flowering. It has produced so many flowers, so many flowers. And now it's not only the passion fruit that I shared, the video I shared, the one I modified the space near the entryway, transferred the passion fruit from a container into the ground, and now it shot up because I placed a lot of, I added a lot of compost, and then I think the space was just conducive for it. I set a succulent at the bottom to just cover the area. I planted it when it was still like drought, huh? The rains had not like stabilized. Huh? I think right now what you have received is a bit better compared to the previous like 3 years. At least now the rains are better. So the passion fruit in the garden, the second block, and the passion fruit at the entryway, they are two different varieties. I got one from the passion fruit in the garden, and it looks different. It's not the yellow variety. So because I have how many passion fruit trees? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then there are only 2 that have gotten like their optimum conditions to now produce fruits. Because one is close to the fence. Then there's one close to another tree. And the moringa tree has shot up. Wow. By the way, I have moringa tree. The moringa tree has shot up. That tree is a survivor. It has survived. It has survived. Oh my. So it has shot up, which is good. Okay, now apart from the passion fruit flowering, the moringa tree, another thing, the next update is about, I've talked about the capsicum. Already we are getting fruits. What else? What else? The orange tree. We are expecting the fruits, the groundnuts, the chili. I have just a few carrots in the main block, the second block, the big block where now it's mostly the food crops and everything. But I want to transform it. I'm hoping I can get more fruit trees. That is my target. Oh, and by the way, remember we were waiting for the papaya. I did see something. It was in container what? Papaya was in container what? I was so happy to see it. Container 5. I saw something like that. Yes. I will bring you closer to see. So if we, and these are zero cost papaya seeds. It's just a big popo. I dried the seeds. I still have some more seeds in the seed bank. So if these ones have shot up, if we take care of them during this period, and that is why at least I'm hoping that we can just continue with the nights so that I can give full attention to them. And then we get some fruit trees, more fruit trees in the garden. I already planted the banana tree. We have an orange tree. We have an avocado. What else do we have? So, okay, I will remember as we go on, as I'm still giving you the update. What else? I I remember that I'm still giving you the updates. So if the papaya comes out beautifully, it means I won't have to go down. There's where the tree nursery is, some distance down the road, where I could get the purple seedlings. But then if I can start my own, take care of it, give it the nutrients it needs, I know if I could wait for the passion fruits, the wait was long. More than a year. More than a year, just growing slowly. It started weak, slowly, and finally it shot up. And now it is so heavy and it has covered the area. And now there's so many flowers, and the bees are around. By then I noticed the bees have started visiting. And then today I also planted the sunflower. So there are only a few left. So I'm hoping tomorrow, over the weekend, I can have more time to plant the sunflowers. That will be to just complete planting the sunflowers, because they are they have gotten so tall here, but they are strong. They are standing. They are not weak the way they were, because taking them out in the sun, hardening them, was the best thing to do. I always take them outside, then I return them back inside. In fact, today I returned all the seedlings back inside quite early, so that they don't get rained on so heavily. Aha! Hello, Bill, the Wickershire Project Off-Grid. How are you today? Welcome to my night garden. So I'm still giving just some updates on what's happening in the garden. How was your day? So I've planted some of the sunflowers. I just have a few left. So tomorrow, over the weekend, I have to work on that. So you say you picked up arugula, artichoke, and red called chutney carrots. Chutney carrots. Okay. Arugula, I'm not so familiar with it. It's not so common. Artichoke and the carrots. Red called chutney carrots. Wow. So you spent yesterday over your neighbors working with them to plant seeds. Because I remember you said you give your neighbors, if you don't want to plant seeds that may cross-pollinate, you let the neighbors have some seeds and you plant the others. Then later on you can exchange, which is a very good strategy. It's a very good strategy. So their work is just to tell, they can take care of that crop and you take care of this one. And when the period is up, maturity, you just exchange. Wow, that is nice. Okay, that is nice. So I have, you said it's cold and rainy today. We were actually expecting some rain in the evening, but then it just drizzled a little and disappeared. So maybe at night, but I've just checked the weather from my phone. It says that maybe tomorrow we may have some rain. So you say yes, they can grow things there that you can't grow. So you can save some seeds. Yes, that's a good strategy. That's a very good strategy. So who plants Are you only planting the food crops, or you've also included flowers in your garden? Do you have flowers in your garden to attract the pollinators? Today I planted quite a number of sunflowers. I started them one block. I'm hoping to spread them. Oh yes, and then there's another tree. I also got some small seedlings, like I can use it for the just for the hedge around the garden. So I'm hoping they will also shoot up beautifully. It's called Tithonia. I'm hoping it will shoot up beautifully. It is in the third block. I have one with yellow flowers, and then there's another one with orange flowers, and the one with orange flowers is close to the pomegranate tree. I have not shared an update about the pomegranate tree. Then the last harvest we got from the tree was not so good because the rains were cut midway. So it messed up. It was like it's raining, so it started flowering, but before now the tree could get enough water, there's little fruits, then they started splitting because now it was just an issue. So we didn't get a good harvest. I'm hoping this time round, I've seen it's already showing signs of going into flowering and fruiting. So I'm hoping we'll get some nice fruits this time round. So you say, oh, you grow flowers and food crops. Yes, nice, nice. You have planned to seed small flowers. Then you put out a few hummingbird feeders as well today. Ah, wow. By the way, I don't think I have any feeder in my garden. Not even one. I should be thinking of that now. I should make plans. Because there are some like strategic places, and I think I can just do something simple. Then I have like words, and for me, if I'm to feed them, I would just like the easiest thing for me to get is like crushed corn. That is the easiest thing for me to get. Something that is crushed for them, and then also a bath. Today, close to the swing, there's a container there. There's like a big container there, and it had water, and the birds were just visiting because the water had. Remember yesterday? It was yesterday morning or when? When it rained, the water collected at that point. So the birds were visiting. I noted is it the firefinch? I noted also, what? This yellow bird. There is also the cordon bleu, red-cheeked cordon bleu, the firefinch. Then there are these common birds. I'm hoping this time round, I've grown a lot of sunflowers, and I'm hoping this time round, if I can just go live and set the camera in such a way and leave the garden, then when they are coming, I can capture and you can see the variety of birds in my garden. So you say, as you grow melons, you'll be very scared about heavy rains when the dry season hits. Now that one for the melons. The Cucurbita, it's called Cucurbita. That group, very tricky. Even the zucchini is very tricky. The last time I planted zucchini, I got some very different, some weird shapes. I got just a few perfect ones, but the rest, because of the distortion, the rain pattern and the heat, all of a sudden it is so hot and the rains have disappeared. Then another week it rains the whole week. Some parts of the country are flooded. Now you wonder what is happening. say you have two types of sweet corn. You can grow both. They will 100% cross-pollinate. The corn should look okay to eat. We gave away our dent and gem glass corn seed. That cross will be bad here. Aha! Whether I've never grown sweet corn, then I'm hoping I've grown the popcorn. I'm hoping because I didn't get the seeds. The seeds are a bit expensive for me to get at the moment, but I'm hoping during this, because now it means I will just have to, if I can plant just a small area where I can like water, it will be okay, because I haven't started them with the rains, so I won't be timing them with the rains. So and I got sweet corn from the other garden. There's someone who planted sweet corn, and we boiled the sweet corn. We actually love eating boiled corn. For me, I love eating the roasted and the boiled corn, and it was so nice. But then now the issue was getting the seeds. The seed is a bit expensive, so I have to like organize myself to get the seeds. The day I get the seeds, I will bring them to the night garden. We start the seeds. That will be good. You can plant popcorn, gem, glass corn, shiny and hard like a gem. Then here we have corn that has a variety of colors like maroon, blue, but then accessing that seed. Mostly the people who have them are in they are up country, the village. I'm in a suburban area, so I'm just operating with a small suburban garden. and in fact it's a dry region. It's only because at least we have planted excuse me, so many trees around, at least we get some rains. So, but I requested if somebody who is going there can get me those corn seeds, then I can plant the different colors of corn in my garden. I'm hoping I will get those seeds soon. So the different colored corn and the sweet corn. For the sweet corn is just purchasing. So that one I have to organize myself and get the seed. Then what other update was I giving you in the garden? The lemongrass. Lemongrass. And then I wanted to also start the rosemary. Rosemary is in the other garden. I've tried to start rosemary here. It has given me problem. I don't know why. Several times it has given me problem and I don't understand why. So I'm hoping this time round, if I start the rosemary, it will it will like grow and become like, I need like a rosemary bush. For rosemary, I just like when I'm walking around the garden, you just pluck some few thin leaves, rub it on your hands, and you have a very nice scent you can just enjoy. That's for rosemary. Then what other update do I have for you? What other update? Okay, then I got some more cane, sugar cane. I want to, so we had already planted the other cane sets. Once at least they shoot up and they are like shining, I will bring it inside so that I can give an update. Because pushing these containers inside and out, they are heavy. And sometimes in the evening you are exhausted. You are exhausted, but you keep on working on it. So I will bring it for, now. That is for the corn. For the sunflower, I decided I don't want any in a container, because for sunflowers they have a very extensive root system and they would perform better. I'm thinking it would perform better in the field. Then even many of them I would like to get the flowers, so they will just go to the field instead of containers. You say you can buy one large zucchini for 3, and you can buy a zucchini pack with 25 seeds. Then each plant makes 3 fruit on average. One seed packet makes 225. Aha! The issue is zucchini. Zucchini is so sensitive. Pollinators have to be there, unless you have to go around hand pollinating. And then the temperatures, if they shoot too high, you'll have a problem with the zucchini. For me, there was a time the temperatures shot so high, and then there was water stress, and there was incomplete pollination. So I was losing fruits because the pollination was not good, the heat was too high. Then I ended up getting so many male flowers, just a few female, and then I had to hand pollinate. But it was such a, I shared a whole series on zucchini. I have like so many, I think over 10 videos on zucchini. I'm hoping this time round, let me enjoy the cucumbers. I see them. I like enjoy them in my sandwiches. That will be good. For the zucchini, let me wait for next time. I think I want some cucumbers and some cucumber sandwiches. You say male flowers, you just need 1 or 2. Now, you need 1 or 2 and you go around hand pollinating. Now the issue is, when the temperature shoots up so high, you end up getting so many male flowers that now, actually I even made some dish with the male flowers, because you can eat the flowers. You just like stir fry them. You end up getting so many flowers, and after pollinating just like the few females, now you have to wait again. It was such a task. Now it's a plant that is so sensitive to temperature changes. As long as you plant it in a controlled environment. I'm thinking if you have a controlled environment for the zucchinis, they will perform so well. But here, I'm just doing it outside in my garden with the resources I have. And I've never thought of even constructing a small greenhouse, just a small space to like have like the tomatoes would do good, and maybe the zucchini, because temperature changes. Now you will see how the number of male flowers there will be so many and too few females. So even if you hand pollinate and there are no females to pollinate, you still don't get fruits. Nice when a gardener knows male from female flowers. Each female flower is now 100 is now 100% hand pollinated to make fruit. Yes, as long as you do get the female flowers. But now if all you're getting are so many male flowers, you just eat them. You enjoy them in the kitchen. And those ones are sensitive to high heat. Yes, if you get to enjoy the flowers in the kitchen, it is less loss. But now you wanted zucchini. You didn't want so many male flowers. Because just a few males can do the job. You just go around hand pollinating. So which other update have I not given? I talked about the strawberry is still opening up beautifully. I will not bring the strawberry in today. I've left it outside and it is strong enough. The plant has already become strong. I'm hoping the sunflowers that I've transplanted today will also become strong. In 2 days, they'll be standing up strong. They'll be straight. That is in 2 days. So that will be good for the sunflowers. Then for what else have I not given the updates? I think that is it for what is happening in the garden. So I have so many containers, the ones for last season for the tomatoes, for the ones that had cucumbers, the ones that had what else? Oh, and then I have a few onions. But then I have a few onions and carrots, just a few. So I'm hoping, and we are still waiting for the carrots, of which I'm thinking there is some hope. Looking at the container. So you say, that your new neighbors, Eric and Brittany, want to plant everything. That's why I did not give them brassicas. I told them less confusion. I'll give them cold weather crops this fall when the weather cools. The brassicas will shoot up. If the heat goes so high, they will bolt. That is their character. They will just bolt. So they are growing many types of lettuce, tomatoes, and peppers. Once they build more garden space, I can bring the melons and squash. You have so many stats to share. Oh, that is nice. And I'm so far, the other side of the world. On the other side of the world, they are growing so many types. That is nice. So they should also be thinking of growing their crops vertically. Maybe now just to create more space. I'm hoping I can do something nice with the strawberry, because I'm really looking forward to enjoy some strawberries. They are making space for bush beans now. I have a few seeds for the climbing beans. Then when I plant beans here, hey, there is a bird called the Hadada ibis. The Hadada ibis will just it has given me trouble in this garden. I don't know why. The Hadada ibis, and it likes the fresh bean shoots when they are still fresh and nice and looking and young and soft. Oh, the Hadada ibis will be around. I made a scarecrow which I removed and put it aside. There's a time that scarecrow, because I was not used to it, I would I'm going to the garden and the scarecrow would scare me. I'm hoping I will put that scarecrow back, because now also we have sunflowers. We are expecting more birds. But then I also think I was getting so many birds coming here because, and even the Hadada ibis, because I had food crops. Remember, it was during the dry season, and I was growing with water just from the kitchen and the little water I could get, not the rains. I was not depending on the rain. So here there was green and the food crops, so they could visit here. But then if people have planted, at least the other neighbors have planted something, so at least they can spread. They don't have to target just one garden. We say you can see a small area you can plant corn. Then you're teaching them about the native plants. You found wild carrots. Oh, wild carrots, wild strawberries, and deer berries. Okay. Deer berries. You will work on finding native nut trees, black walnut and chicory. Nuts which grow here all through the forest. I think you're just on your way to self-sufficiency. That is all I can say. You are on your way to self-sufficiency. Self-sufficient. Because if you have all that knowledge and you grow your food, it's a nice, simple, peaceful life and enjoying the best. So I want to give you an update of all the plants now we have. Now I'm thinking I will not be able to prepare the cane sets today. So it's still, and they're already standing in water, day 18. So even if we don't prepare them today, if not tomorrow, or I will push it next week, then I want to start them in using a different method. For the ones that we started them, I was starting them in water, got them to grow the roots. But this one I would like to use a different method. So I'm hoping I can get like good good results. Because the other one I used like 2 growth buds. Now this one I want to do something different, so that we can get to learn different ways of doing things and still achieving our goal. Because you may say there's only one method of doing something, but it's because you have not tried other means. It may still work. So if we try a different method and it works, well and good. That same way I also tried doing potatoes differently and they worked. I showed and explained the differences between poisonous farms and edible fiddlehead plants. The plant that looks like the shape of celery is okay to eat and cook. U-shape. Wow, but that one they would need are you combining like a book with all this knowledge? Like that would be so useful for more people in your area. If like you could just document the way I'm documenting for the blog during this period. You document the different crops, and especially the ones that are poisonous and not poisonous. You need like photos just to be sure. You say you showed and explained the differences between behind your chicken coop is button mushrooms, 100%. Button mushrooms, okay. I'm afraid of picking any mushrooms I see around. For me, I still don't know. I still have to learn. I'm hoping soon I can get some training on mushrooms. And then I will also share with my community so that we can learn more. You see, so many books out there, mine would be lost. How do you know? How sure are you? How sure are you? No. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because you're just documenting it's also your journey. It's just the way like my journey in the 90 nights would be different from somebody else's journey. Taking the same 90 nights. The way I'm documenting everything, you'll be able to give your own perspective. So you can't really like close yourself and say your book would be lost. No, how do you know? How sure are you? What if it turns out to be like one of the most sought out after books, and then you are like trying to no, I don't think so. You just document, because now this is your journey. This is the time you're doing it, and also you can pass it on to generations. If you're the younger ones that are coming do enjoy to live that life off grid, they can benefit from it. So poisonous mushrooms can cause internal damage or a painful. Mushrooms, I am not so knowledgeable about mushrooms. That one, unless I do some training and I'm sure, and there are mushrooms that I've grown and I'm sure about them, I don't think I would pick any mushroom that I see just around here. And there was a time there were some mushrooms just at the entryway before the sun came out so strong, and it burnt down so many of the crops that cannot withstand the sun. But I can't pick them because I'm not sure. That one I have to go for. I need some training and more knowledge to understand. And it's just like also, by the way, I've never showed you people some cassava. There is cassava, but in the other garden. And I was hoping, there's no cassava here. But cassava, some people also consume poisonous cassava, and it's so bad. So if you're not so sure, you better leave it. Unless you get the training. But if you don't know, don't go for it. Wow. The time. Let me bring you closer. You say you have enough humidity to cultivate edible mushroom stock. Yes. To have 100% sterile clean room is needed. But you can't do that. Okay. Mushrooms, I'm hoping I can get the training. So I want to show you what is going on. So we've done a lot of updates. Today. So I want to show you I'm so happy. I've seen papaya, pawpaw seedling starting to show germination, like a sign of germination. So that's what I want us to see. Now this is container 5. Where was it again? You say you have many shelf type mushrooms there. Cinnabar is the most common, mushrooms, I need more knowledge on them. So starting on the updates for night 18, that is this is container 5. Those are our onions. Our onions, and this is the same container with the papaya. So I want to show you You see here, yeah, right here, that one. This, because you can see the outer covering, yeah, that has split. So that is papaya. That is one. I thought I saw like 2 of them. There's another one here. Yes, can you see the papaya? The outer covering, eh? So that's 1, 2, something here, 3. So if we manage, if we manage to get good ones, and now we can have pawpaw trees. I can add to my collection in my garden. So I have orange, I have lemons, I have the pomegranate, I have avocado, I have banana, I have passion. So I want to add to my collection. To my collection. So today we are recording. Let's see what we are recording here. This other book. So this is our book. And we have papaya. Finally, we can record something here. Papaya or pawpaw. We call it papaya or pawpaw. Germination. So this is the first sign of germination, and today is day 18. Wow. So from day 4 to day 18. Excuse me. So like close to 2 weeks for them to germinate, but I'm happy. I'm happy. You say, the alliums, heavy feeders, you plant them by themselves. You're not very good at growing onions yet. You will try leeks again. If you have to choose what onion to grow to make it easy here, you think Egyptian walking onions. They are very hardy, aggressive plants that will do well. Okay. Here onions do well. In fact, this region, I've shared like a bumper harvest of onions. This region onions do well. So here I just have a few. I did not start leeks, although I have the seeds. Maybe later on. So I hope we can deal with these containers first, then we can move. Now look at the tomatoes. So already they have the true leaves, the ones in the middle. So soon we should be able to, this is next week. If they go that fast like sunflowers, next week. Then the beets. Also you see the true leaves here in the middle. So next week we may have to do a lot of transplanting. We've only done transplanting for corn, and today I should record transplanting for sunflowers. That was my first. So today is sunflower day. Today is day 18. Day 18. And this one is for field. You say, You will try other onions once you build sandy loam soil type. Oh yes, you said you still have to build your soil. Okay, then we go to the sunflowers. The true leaves are now, like, these things are just in a rush to give me some beautiful flowers in the garden. Remember the plants that were like falling down? Look at this. So I transplanted quite all these, the ones that were here. So I've just been left with a few that I'm hoping over the weekend we can be over and done with this, because now these ones they are good enough. They are good enough. So I've recorded the first for the sunflower. Then this is watermelon. Look at that. So you also see the two leaves in the middle. So there's another one here. First they started two. I don't know, something happened to one of them, disappeared somewhere. But then now I have like 1, 2, 3, like 5 of them. So it's good. Then we have the one that was first to come up, but the troublesome one. And it seems like the other seeds that I started here are also coming up. So like that. So next week, then we have this is what? This is cucumber. Look at cucumber. Look at watermelon. Okay, then we have okra. So these ones you can easily confuse if you're in a rush. You see how you say watermelon is a very heavy, aggressive feed that takes a lot of water. Now, and I'm planning to have them in containers, like maybe 2 containers, and see how they will perform. If they're not in the field, just grow them on concrete. Then this is okra. Look at that. So this night garden is good, at least when you give attention to your plants every day and you speak to them well. I think they are happy. And this is the radish, and I'd already started some more seeds. You find cucumbers easy, little compost trellis and sun, water them steady once they fruit. Yeah, look at that. But then I was expecting more seeds. I don't know why we only got 2. Is it 3 of them? There's one here. So these ones, so next week we have quite a lot to do. Then these are spring onions. Now I don't know why the spring onions so few have shot up compared to the red bulb onions. And this one is cabbage. And that is cabbage. But you see, it's also trying to look for to look at the leaves. For the cabbage, there are some tiny ones here that seem to have grown the 2 leaves, but then there is something that is chewing on the leaves. You see the holes. So I hope the praying mantis dealt with them. And I saw a praying mantis just today before I went live. I don't know why it has disappeared. You ate radish the other day. Okay. Now this is okra here. Look at this. I don't know what is happening. This thing doesn't want to come out. Why? It's like a chick that has decided to just remain, to keep on growing without coming out of the shell. So this coming week, I'm thinking my night garden will be so busy. Because we have so many of them that are showing the true leaves, which means it's time to transplant them. So these are the other canes I got. I'll work on them in the coming week, because now I have to start preparing the containers. Okay, so no, today we've updated for the sunflowers. Oh, and I was thinking, see this. This is where we planted the carrots. Remember container 1? You see? Container 1, we had the carrots, beetroots, and tomatoes. So look at that. So this is day. Today is day 18 for the carrots. So day 18, I will just put the up arrow. So we didn't record anything for the germination, which is okay because there are some I could not see, but at least we can just estimate. So you say, you tested watermelon seeds. 12. Only 2 germinated. That is okay. Would be bad if we seeded and wanted many plants. So, but now also for the watermelon seeds we planted, initially only 2 came up, but now see, these ones, the ones that are the smaller ones, they came up later, but this one was the first one. Then also I did not plant a lot of seeds. I don't like, because I don't have that much space to plant all of them. So what I'm hoping to do is to start the pumpkin seeds, but I will not grow them here in the other garden. So that will be the update for night 18. That will be the update for night 18. I think I'm happy. He said all composted chicken manure 1 year old is good for the plants. It's nitrogen. Yes, we had some chicken, but now we are repairing the house. We are making a bigger house, so in due time we'll have more manure. I will share a video about the house and everything, because it's been quite some time. I've taken quite a while to share the chicken videos. It is okay. I said, what did I say? That you typed too fast. Chicken manure was, and I thought I said it is good for many plants. Yes, it's nitrogen rich manure. It's true. That is okay, that is okay. So Bill, thank you so much. Our friend was here, the Primantis was here when I came, when I just turned on the live, but it disappeared. I don't know where it disappeared to. Just when I was starting the live, it was right there. Right here. It is still there. It was somewhere here. We jumped to the... Then it disappeared. So I don't know where it is hiding. I left it yesterday. I did not disturb it. I left it to, because you said it's eating the bugs. I didn't disturb it. I just left it there. So maybe if I leave the table, it will come back. Well, right now, I would like to say have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me, night 18. It's a journey and we are almost at least quarter way. At least quarter way. By the time we reach 20, I'll be saying at least I'm quarter way the journey. For the 90 nights that we are committing ourselves to just look at the plants and how everything is performing and growing. I want to say have a wonderful day until tomorrow, when we now get to see we get more updates and see what is going on in the garden. Thanks for joining me, Bill, and for the yes. Thanks for the nice stories and for keeping me company, and at least you can encourage our plants, motivate them to grow stronger. Okay, bye. And see you tomorrow for night 19. Bye. Tomorrow.